Oh. Okay.
In one fell swoop.
As the MVP starts to insert himself a little bit more.
Jalen Williams now defending Wembanyama. It will back down, the double comes. Wemby tries to beat it with that left hand.
Yeah, but there wasn't a 7'4" guy there with a wingspan of 10'8". Okay, he's not 10'8", but it looks like it. Easy. This is easy money. Easy money.
Keldon Johnson now, another body on SGA. Giving him no space. McCain, late clock.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Over there with it.
Free safety coming up with the steal here.
Harper. Wemby sees two. Nowhere to spin. Finds a spot. Like, he'll just let guys feel empowered in practice, taking all the shots, and he doesn't ball dominate in those spots. When he's ready, the moment comes. Wemby with the flush. He blocks Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get it back. And Vassell has been very active tonight for the Spurs, hasn't he? Shot clock at 8. Wembanyama turns, spins, shoots, and hits. Timeout, Oklahoma City. 11.5 to go. Wemby's given the Spurs a 2-point lead. Thunder wanted to travel, not called. 5 to shoot, Dylan Harper. On the pitch, it is Castle for 3. Wembanyama right over Williams to the basket. Spurs got numbers hungry now behind the plate. 5 on 4. Wemby's going to pull a deep 3.
Oh my goodness. A logo shot.
28-footer. Ties it at 108. Career high in minutes played, regular or postseason for Wembanyama. 45. And he's still going strong. Mason Wallace guarding Castle. Harper guarded by Williams. Caruso. Wemby beat it inside, threw it down with the foul. Must stop OKC. Castle. Lobbing. Wembanyama! He's unbelievable, folks. He's unbelievable. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the previous youngest. Thunder down 6. Gotta go quick. Williams and Wembanyama engulfs the ball. Shot clock is off. Harper is fouled.
How you feel about that?
Seems like they're better without Popovich. It's like, nah. I mean,
hold on. Go ahead.
I mean, about what, Wemby specifically, or?
Yeah, Wemby, the performance, like that was supposed to be, everybody welcome to the show. That was supposed to be his breakout performance. He had, I think, 43 points, 24 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Thunder winning 6.
Really, you think we're gonna get, or so we're gonna get a Thunder?
Might be 7, but Thunder will win.
Are we gonna get Thunder's Knicks?
I don't know. I just saw the Cavs won in Game 7, so it's Knicks and Cavs.
So thanks, Adam Silver. This is what we're left with.
This might be worse than last year.
Remember last year it was like, okay, Pacers or Knicks, like we don't want anyone to go. This is fucking worse. James Harden, Donovan fucking Mitchell. And I'm gonna have to eat my words. I went off on Cavs fans earlier in the year when James Harden got traded. I literally went off on Cavs fans, saying that they literally have some sort of delusion or schizophrenia because they were like cheerful for getting James Harden. And I'm like, dog, it's the same song and dance. He's gonna fall again.
The East is even worse. Like,
the East is fucking awful.
Well, the thing is, the East is just what's always been without LeBron James.
Exactly.
It's just they don't have the
East was doing all right a few years ago.
Yeah, this is what the East has always been without a LeBron.
Yeah.
So now it's just one of those whack. Because if LeBron wasn't in those teams, we would have always got a team-esque like this.
A new team every year.
A newer tight, yeah, exactly. So, and now who are we? This is I mean, Thunder. I guess. I mean, I don't really care. I don't really care. I mean, what I really want as a basketball fan, it'd be dope to see the Spurs win. you know why I don't want the Spurs to win. But as a basketball fan, I don't like the Thunder, and I definitely don't want nothing by the East. I don't have no problem with Wemby or the Spurs. It's
But then,
also like
why are you saying the basketball part? Like, what part of you is wanting them to win?
because I don't like only out of process of elimination. Because
Oh,
I don't like I don't like the Thunder and
okay.
their players, and I don't like anybody from the fucking East.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I don't have a problem with the Spurs. You know, I mean, Spurs are to me when I think of the Spurs, I think of legendary franchise. I think of West, and even when I think of Wemby, it's like I don't think that Wemby will be an all-time great because of his injury. What I've always said when he got drafted, but like I've never denied his skill. I've never denied and
Well,
everything. And so far what he said out like not strictly basketball talking at all. Like the way he looks at the game and the shit that he said and everything. I like Wemby, so.
yeah.
I don't. It's not even that I like him. I don't have a problem with Wimby because I don't keep up with him to even really form an opinion like that. But he's never did nothing that I've seen to where like I don't like that guy.
Right.
So if
Well,
they won, it's just out of pride. I would much rather James Harden get in a ring. Horrible.
horrible.
Um,
I
the
can't.
Knicks get in a ring. Horrible.
I can't exist on that timeline.
And I mean, like I said, the Thunder. You know the reason why I want them to win because I want them to win just to really just tarnish the NBA so much. So I want them to just keep winning. Just to
You don't know what you're doing by doing that. We do.
yeah, I do.
Nobody wants the Thunder to win.
The thing is, I think the NBA is. I think the NBA is really past the point of return.
You
I
think
don't
with
think.
you think with a new commissioner, is this worse than baseball in the 2010s?
Yeah. Yep.
You think so?
Yep. Yep. Because here's the reason why I'll say so. It might not be worse. It might not be worse as far as like views and like metrics wise, right? Because and I'm not even talking about like the fake shit that we know that's fake of the shit that they're pushing out because like we don't believe that and because like no one's talking about these games.
Hold on.
But
Go ahead. Go ahead. But we need to talk about Adam Silver and that lie. Go ahead.
yeah, they're definitely. But I'm because in baseball, baseball was like barely making ESPN.
Yeah, for sure.
It got to that point, right?
They struggled to find their next star for a long time.
For a long time until it was Mike Trout. It was like one of them guys we started hearing about was um, but but
We got a
baseball didn't lose. Baseball didn't lose
Chad.
the integrity of the sport.
Right.
Not really. You can say they did by like doping.
Boom. I was about to say you got to think of the era that was coming out.
Yeah, you can say a little bit by doping, but it's still
I know what you're meaning. I can explain what I think you're saying. It's like
yeah
the NBA
yeah like so like doping would be like if I'm talking about like the style, okay, like the integrity of the style of the sport.
right.
It's not. I'm not saying LeBron is juicing and like everybody's juicing, getting steroids. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the play of the game. I'm talking about the sitting out of the games. I'm talking about the way the NBA is handled. I'm talking about the overpayment, the entitlement. I'm talking about
Yeah.
all of them things. Which let's just be realistic. A new commissioner, you can't. It's an impossibility.
Not overnight at all.
It's not over. I don't think over 10 or 20 years because just the way the market and economy goes, there's no way you can reel back in this pay, right? Like that's why
Not the pay, but the pay ain't the problem.
it's a part of the problem.
It's a part of the problem if we project that the NBA is flunking like we think they're flunking. If the NBA is making the same money that they have been making and they keep making more money as it goes on and the market goes up, then that's fine.
No, I'm saying it's a problem because NFL is growing it's growing crazy too, right? But they don't just because it's growing, obviously the salary cap grow, everything's going to grow. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's the amount of power you give them.
Okay.
When you give Jalen Brown, when you give these guys, like there's literally people who are like 6 man making making more than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And I'm not exaggerating. There's people on the bench who make more than the best players in the NFL. And when you do that, not to mention like every star is making like literal like OD money, right? you literally get fuck you money to where you
Well, fuck you.
right to where we can go in deeper to where it's like, do I really care about winning? Do I like that's a whole other thing about our parents talk about even when people was making hundreds of like people was talking about in the 80s and 90s when people start getting paid at all.
Yeah.
That's a conversation that's been forever, but
Generation.
now it's just getting more and more when you start making hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. It's like, do I even really care about winning? That's a conversation that's been there forever. But now it's even more so that like, dog, I can't be coached at all. I can't. It's so far and few between of getting really coachable players anymore. It's so like because all these sponsorship deals.
And we're gonna sound like the old heads. I know we sound like the old, get off our
I,
lines.
I just do not. I really believe, and like I'm not even trolling at all, that it's done. And I don't think that it
I
will.
would never say it's done. I'm with you in the near future, especially if we're
It
talking about Adam. If we're talking about realistically, it's done. Under
When I
Adam,
say done, I mean that we will never get. We have already seen the best basketball we've ever seen. So, like, there's a chance that it might get a little bit better than
yeah,
what it is now. But like, if you ever have hope of it getting even to 2015,
yeah, you're right about that.
if you think that it will ever get close to 2010, of just how stars moved and just how the basketball game was played.
Yeah, yeah.
Dog, there ain't even no offense. Like we think it's crazy. Like even just it's just funny how like even just the think about how crazy this is. All jokes aside, why'd you like the Celtics
A few years
3 years ago, 4 years ago?
because they ran a style of offense that was different, a lot different than what we were seeing.
So it took like this. Listen to this. Your favorite team is the Lakers, and it's so far and few between of
They,
NBA teams of running real offenses that you saw a team that ran a real offense and it was your rival team that your favorite player hated more than anybody, and you said, I don't give a damn. There's this one team, like that's how bad it is. There's only like two or three teams that run real offenses.
yeah, it's
So
all
I just like I just don't see from what I grew and loved basketball for the reasons why I love basketball, for the reason why our favorite player loved basketball, and that's a big reason why I fell in love with the game. Is I think that's done. So I don't enjoy watching these games.
well,
I don't.
let me make you dig deeper. Do you think talk about the root crux of that? Do you prescribe to the notion that it's the whole, because this is what I believe. It's the whole fundamental basketball youth, AAU, the whole I think, bro,
Yeah,
I
that definitely plays a part in it. That Lamelo Ball shit shooting.
listen, I'm not trying to be the old heads, but anybody out there that's viewing or whatever, even when we was growing up, like hoop culture was such a different thing than it is today.
Yes.
And I think then you get into like obviously the schooling system and the AAU system and just how like
AAU is our era.
AAU was our era.
That's when we was playing AAU was the beginning of AAU for real.
Yep.
Like that was the begin. Like it was like maybe like 2 years before us was like the first,
No,
but
it was
like it,
a couple years. It was earlier than that for real.
but it
But
was still new when we was
it
playing.
was new for sure. It was definitely new. And that system, man. I mean, I just got to keep it a buck. I don't want to sound like the old head because I know there's other people out there like, no, bro, But the AAU system is Zach. We'll get there. Good God. The AAU system is kind of where I think a lot of the crux is. Just I think of high school basketball, just basketball itself, how it's taught, the fundamentals, all them coaches that when we grew up, there was legendary college coaches. Not a Mike Krzyzewski because of who he is, but like legendary programs, basketball programs out there.
So I don't know how you feel about this because when we grew up, like you was one of them kids who kind of only played basketball, right?
Yeah,
And I was one of them kids who played like
everything.
most sports, or at least tried most sports. And most basketball players, the Currys, the reason why I know this is because I got into an argument about this, and I feel one way very strongly about this is, and you just bringing the AAU up is what reminded me.
You said quiet.
A lot of these parents, and what I'm speaking of now with my son, a lot of these parents now, they think their biggest chance of their son getting to the league or the next level or becoming elite at a certain sport is, hey, my son likes basketball. He's going to be good at basketball. Let me have him focus on basketball and let me train basketball year round and let me, have him in 3 different leagues year round and put him in the AU and he's playing for a school. And
All eggs in that basket.
all exactly. Everything's basketball. And it's funny because I disagree with that. And I think that, playing football, playing basketball, playing baseball, playing those different sports, and the other basketball players like Steph Curry, and there was the
Whoa.
the Kobe Bryants, and a lot of other people disagreed and said the multi sports is a lot better because these other sports you're learning so much more. You're getting so much different hand-eye coordination from these different sports. You're getting
Right.
everything ain't about mastery when you're 5 years old.
Right.
Everything ain't about mastery when you're 10 years old.
What?
And you're not you don't realize that how the shit that you're picking up.
What if it's okay? Tell me, because I can flip this on you in another field, and I know you would agree in this other field. Okay, I'll just do it. Michael Jackson.
Right.
You obviously love and adore Michael Jackson. You think he's the greatest artist or one of the greatest entertainer we've seen touch this earth.
Right.
And a lot of people attribute that to exactly what you're saying, though. Mike was a master at performance. Mike was a master entertainer because it was literally not only was he God gifted, that's the start, right? But then in the movie, the fake Disney movie kind of highlighted it a little bit that Joe Jackson gets a lot of credit for who Michael Jackson turned out to be because he was what you said, that parent that's forcing them to do this one thing. And Mike didn't have time for any other thing. Mike didn't get to grow up. Mike didn't get to play basketball. Mike literally was forced to do music.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
I think that entertainment and sports are different.
Okay.
Because sports, you can pick up a skill playing baseball that can apply to basketball.
Okay, I don't like where you're going because this could be said about the other thing, but I'm following.
Maybe it can. Maybe they can. And the thing is, Michael Jackson, to me, is the worst example you could have used because, in my opinion, Mike was going to be Mike. Now, does Joe get credit for all that? Of course he does. Would Mike have been a child star without Joe? Of course not. Would Mike have been?
See, that I agree with you, but I don't think I don't think that's Mike. He's not Mike without being Mike. That's the thing to me. I thought you were going to say Mike is a bad example because he's there's always exception to the rules.
No, I think Mike's a bad example because I think that Mike is one of those people. I think Mike's one of those people that was put here for a certain reason. So I think that his path was what it was Joe, but in another reality, if his path was for Joe not to do that, Mike was still going to be, his purpose is still going to be fulfilled in that way, right? So I don't think we've already had a conversation. There's not Mikes. So that's why I said that I think that
the exception to the rule.
Right. I think his God-given talent is his voice is unteachable. Like, yeah, Joe did push him hard and everything, but it's like,
I'm so glad you said that because that was the other part of my question that I wanted to ask you as a father too. Like, what if my man?
And I don't think pushing hard is a bad thing. I don't think that's not what I'm saying here. Like, my son will be in sports year round. He will be pushed hard. I was just saying for the people who only
No, I want you to make yourself Joe Jackson, right? Make you as a father, make yourself Joe Jackson. You hear Michael Jackson's voice. He loves music. You do what as a father? Like
I
this
don't
is
do
what
what Joe Jackson does.
huh?
Thing is, Joe Jackson was already doing. He already had so many fucking conniving ass kings before Mike,
Right, for sure.
with all them other brothers, and
We
he was already doing shit. He was.
we could get into that one time too, because to me, Joe Jackson is of the ilk. I'm not saying some of the shit he did was right or wrong. I'm saying, and I talked to Holden and them about this. He's of the ilk of the LeVar Ball, and before LeVar Ball, there was King, King Richard.
I think he's the very, very extreme LeVar Ball.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think LeVar Ball.
That ilk of parenting, we've seen in entertainment. We've seen that in sports, and we've seen this story.
Right. Yeah, I think LeVar Ball is a LeVar Ball is my guy, right?
LeVar Ball's a great father.
LeVar Ball's a great father.
And he's always struggled to get a hold on to that young one.
Yeah.
Don't be, because I'll be seeing people in comments trying to put that on LeVar and shit. And I'm like, yeah, but that he been trying to beat
That's
that.
all. That the thing is, that's more on Melo. I mean, not on Melo. That's more on Lonzo than anybody.
Lonzo.
Yeah.
Lonzo.
Yeah, that's on more on Lonzo than anybody.
Explain.
What do you mean? You're a big brother.
And I'm supposed to control what my little brother does, not my parents.
Control? No, but like.
Okay, you're saying be a line of defense. Stop him somewhere.
Come on, bro. You know how Lonzo is.
I'm not following. I'm not. Lonzo has tried to play that big brother role to LaMelo a lot of times. They talked about it on their pod too.
Not enough. Not enough.
LaMelo got not a real beef, but LaMelo always holds this against Lonzo, that Lonzo went and told their parents something that he was about to do, that he told them that was going to be. Lonzo said it was really dangerous, and he probably would have went to jail or something. And so
it's Lonzo and LiAngelo.
It's LiAngelo.
It's both of them for me.
It's LiAngelo.
It's both of them for me. But
I'm telling you, bro, you got a little brother, but he ain't to this level. Well, I guess to your point, because you've helped with that. But what I will say is that little brother shit, that babied shit, is a sickness and a problem in and of itself. And that kid can always turn out to be a monster.
Yeah, but you have to nip that in the bud quick.
Who? Lonzo or who?
As a brother.
I think they tried.
I don't think they tried hard enough. But I know what type of guy Lonzo really is, bro.
Lonzo don't be condoning none of that shit.
It's not about condoning, right? That's the thing. It's not about condoning, but it's about checking. I don't think Lonzo does enough checking. I don't think he does enough judging. I don't think he does enough. I don't think he did it I really don't, bro. I don't think that he does enough of it. Nowhere near enough.
Okay. And LeVar?
LeVar does too much of it. And that's why LaMelo's never going to listen to LeVar. I'm not saying it's not LeVar, but we've seen since Melo was 13 years old.
Yeah.
LeVar has checked him. I mean, he's the original. I got you.
Got you. Everybody knew what that meant.
And everybody knew what that meant. We've seen him yoke him up. We've seen all of this a million times. It didn't matter. Which is why I'm putting on Lonzo. Lonzo, you're the older brother, but you're the OG.
The next line of defense.
Exactly. You're the next line of defense. You know he's not going to listen to his dad. But like Lonzo, don't get me wrong, Lonzo's obviously the most mature one. He's obviously he had to go through it first. He got it harder out of anyone. He was the first. He got it harder on. LeVar was hardest on him. He was the first famous guy, number 2 pick. He was the first. He got it harder than all of them brothers by a lot. But there is no big baller brand without Lonzo. You got to nip that shit in the bud.
I agree, and it makes
as a big brother.
Your explanation makes sense now. Okay, so back with the Joe Jackson situation or the U situation. If your son came out and was like 5 years old and uber talented at this one specific thing, and he loved and expressed that he wanted to do that, this is what he wanted to do. I want to be an entertainer. I want to be a musician. And it's not like they're telling you that and they're mid or they're all right or they're whack. They're telling you that, and nigga, you just heard God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
not doing what Joe Jackson did. I'm not doing that.
These dads ain't tough enough no more, man.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm not. This sounds crazy, guys. I'm not. I'm joking. I'm just talking about pushing your kid. I ain't talking about beating your kid or anything like that.
Yeah, I would push him, but that's where we draw the line.
Yeah, just like dog, go ahead. But to your point, would you put that kid in that specific field? If they're telling you this is what they want to do, they're super God gifted at it, like naturally. Would you put all your eggs in that basket, or would you let them do or advise them to do different sports? Or
Yeah, at a certain age, it just depends, man. That's the thing. At a super young, I would still have him try different things.
right, yeah, that's
If
true.
he's 7 years old and he can sing like Mike, and he's like, Daddy, I really like to sing everything, I would still have him do multiple things. Me.
Okay,
Like now, would it be will I maybe focus more on that? Yeah, sure. But it wouldn't be just all that. Nah.
right.
No.
Okay.
Now, now say we're now he's 12 now he's 12 years old, 13 years old, and he's done played sports and he's done did shit. And he don't like those, and he still likes singing. Okay, now son, now we can full send this.
Right. He at least got to experience it, and like you said, take away some things from those other sports too, that he can take over to his sport. Or
Yeah, and I mean, then you end up like Michael, and then you're only friends a fucking monkey.
right.
We see Rose, the recent Kevin
All
Hart
right, let's hear this.
Rose, people kind of just taking, with
All right, so we heard from the Wayans brothers. They're outside selling, doing promo for Scary Movie 6, right?
Yep, I got 3 things about that video. I just first want to seen that. 3 quick things. Sean Wayne looks fucking horrible. Marlon Wayne, Marlon Wayans hasn't made us laugh in 15 years. And Sean Wayans, I 1000% agree with what he just said. I agree with him. What both of them just said, I agree with them. That should be the punishment. The punishment is that was a cringe joke and no one laughed.
Right.
And what Marlon Wayne just said, like it wasn't funny. Like I mean, when you find the joke and we laugh,
Then
then it's fun. Then that's the joke. That's about anything, right? Like I mean,
it worked.
it worked. Nothing's off limits when it works.
Right.
I've never heard of a joke that's off limit when someone laughs.
Right.
You know me. I've made a lot of fucked up jokes. And the thing is, when people laugh at them, they'll laugh and say that's fucked up. But guess what? They're never offended when they laugh.
Right. It's like, nah, I got you.
They're right. They might still, but they're laughing, and it's always. But so, I mean, that's a good video. Except him, and Shawn Wayne's looking horrible.
I'm just saying. My take. You want to know my takeaway from it?
About this video?
Yeah. It's a couple things, but this is followed by, I think it was like a couple weeks ago or maybe a month ago, they released something about Scary Movie 6 saying that they've been on this tour, this press run of trying to get comedians to stop being canceled, and they're trying to like soft launch us into being super offended, so we're prepared for the movie. Have you been seeing that?
For sure.
Okay, so they keep trying to say the same kind of thing.
They've been saying since the movie came out that they're done. They're trying to bring back comedy.
They're trying to bring back
Comedy, and specifically comedy movies that
comedy, over the line, all of that.
which I like.
Which and
We've seen comedy, well, especially in movies. Like we haven't got a funny comedy movie in like 15 years.
exactly because of this offensive era.
Because of this era that we were in, everybody's afraid to make a comedy because like they know that if you say the wrong thing or wrong offensive joke, the whole movie will get canceled because some group will say I'm offended.
For sure. Okay, so you're following along. My whole takeaway is that they sure are putting a lot of expectations on this movie.
First off, do we both agree? Do you agree the movie is going to succeed number wise?
Numbers wise, I'm not
box
sure.
office wise.
I'm not sure.
I think it does.
Okay, and by success, do we mean like it's a big, huge box office success? Like
huge is extreme. I'm not saying it's whatever. I'm saying it makes money
comparative to what they've done with their franchising, the other scary movies and shit.
I don't even know them numbers to even compare. I'm saying this movie's not a flop. I'm saying this movie makes them money and makes the movie money to where
I'm not sure. We got to go out and support. That's the thing.
Well, we are going to, but
I'm not really sure how this turns out. With this being back in their hands for the first time, that fight that they've had to get this.
I'm pretty confident that this. I think that message that we just said. I think that it's going to succeed. I think that I think overall.
How high do you think the people are on the last few scary movies? Like, they're not going?
I don't think that's the point. That's you're yeah. I don't think that they're not high. I don't think they're high on them at all. I think more importantly than that, I think that people are exhausted with not having comedies these last 15 years.
That's true.
I think people are sick.
That's true.
Of
what happened with Happy Gilmore 2?
What happens on what?
With Happy Gilmore 2.
Happy Gilmore 2, I think, made money. It was a Netflix release, so we can't really count that.
They got paid up front.
Yeah, so that's definitely a total different type of thing we're talking here.
Wasn't it pretty much a flop?
I don't know.
Wasn't a lot of people mad at it?
I know as far as like, was the movie good? Yeah, I didn't necessarily like the. I mean, the movie was literally mid. It was just very average.
All right.
It wasn't, it was just very, very mid. So, and it wasn't funny.
Zach said, I saw Scary Movie 4, thought it was dumb, and never saw any of the rest. Don't the movie The Bridesmaid. Happy Gilmore 2. Happy Gilmore 2 is trash. Okay, so I'll ask that.
But Zach, they weren't doing that was totally different.
Okay.
Happy Gilmore 2 was doing what every comedy came out. There's been comedies that came out the last 15 years. They've been whack or mid because they weren't trying to push.
I haven't seen the super offensive, over the top offensive.
Yeah.
The movie it's offensive.
There's going to be a whole bunch of jokes, like I said, that's going to be cringe because they're too offensive, where we know exactly what they're doing.
Right.
They're going to make trans jokes. That's not even going to be funny, but they're just going to be
force it in there.
It's just going to be forcing trans jokes just to say.
Yeah.
So, which is going to be whatever. It's just going to be.
Okay, so you had a couple of questions. You said one, do I think it's going to be a sales success? And then we got down this rabbit hole. Do you remember what the other one was?
Well, I answered the question for myself, but I think that it is a success as far as what their message is trying to get across as well. I think that it succeeds in pushing the culture forward of, I think with it being a sales success, brings on other movies and Warner Bros. And all these other movies saying, hey,
bring that back.
Bring it back. It worked. And I think people are, I think these past 15 years, I know I have, man, and I'm not even before I was a movie guy. I miss comedies, man. Comedy was my favorite movie growing up, bro. Like
Yeah.
bad. I miss a good comedy, bro.
I saw the
And
movie Bridesmaid and did not think it was funny. A lot of people say We Are the Millers are funny.
even We Are the Millers is like 2008 or something, or it's like
Right.
that's an old movie, and that's like whack funny. Like that's not that's Jennifer Aniston funny. So I'm talking about like me and Shane say it all the time, the last comedy that took it there, that was a classic. The last comedy classic is The Hangover.
What year was that?
2009 or
Oh, classic, like world renowned classic, like
world renowned comedy classic.
yeah, Hangover. Because I was gonna say, I you know me, I really I did go back, guys, and watch the interview. It was not as good as I remember.
You can set and like there's cult classics like This Is the End, which came out in 2013.
I was gonna say, but y'all can attack me. I got swept up in that Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, Franco,
Danny McBride.
Those movies was my shit.
Yeah, Pineapple Express and shit. Now Pineapple Express is a classic. That's 2008.
Yeah.
Even like Superbad, 2007. Like them are classics.
Tropic Thunder was around that time, wasn't it?
Tropic Thunder around that time.
Like 2007 or something.
Yeah. So like, but after that era, they all just. But there was that era of mid 2000s with like Knocked Up and like the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah. What about the first Ted? The first Ted was like 2013. I don't.
Somewhere. I think it was a little before then, but maybe. Maybe.
The first one was good. That came out in 2011. Hangover was 2009. Man.
Zach,
I don't know. This is just me. I don't know if comedy is even your.
Yeah, I don't. It's not even your forte.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I will say you're not like somebody. You tell a lot of jokes. You have a lot of puns. You got a lot of reverses. But I don't know if comedy movies is your thing. 40-Year-Old Virgin 2005 was great. Tropic Thunder was 2008. Yeah. So you think that this kind of kicks in the door for those movies to kind of proceed after?
I hope. Yeah, that's my projection. Now, even like when we grew up, how many spoof movies there was there? The epic movies and the like.
Wednesday was all about spoof movies.
But the thing is, like, and I don't know if it's because we was kids. Like, I don't know if I want spoof movies at 30. You feel me?
I don't. And that's okay because that's for that demographic. I don't.
Yeah. I don't think I want spoof movies at 30. But I want the option. I don't like how that they think that I don't like all these groups, whether it's black, white, Jews, trans, like any group just raising their hand at any joke or anything saying, hey I don't like this. And the movie's canceled and we're not doing. I don't like. Boy, shut up! Like, what are you talking about? So,
superhero movie. That was a good spoof movie. I forgot about the superhero.
Kim Kardashian was in that. But she might have been an epic movie.
I think that it just got to end up being like Hollywood slop.
Yeah, it definitely was Hollywood slop. But give us the option of Hollywood slop.
Right. You want to
like don't take it away. If we want to throw in Hollywood slop, let us put Hollywood slop on.
You want that on the plate.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. We're allowed.
Well, my whole point to close out this Marlon Wayans and fucking background brother Wayans,
fat bald Wayne,
is that I've been seeing. I just feel like even to your point of what you're saying, this movie could be and what it means for comedy. There's a lot of expectation. It could bomb. That's my thing.
I really don't think so. I think people are, whether it's gonna be. I think this is gonna be one of those movies where like
my point is it's gonna have to work through word of mouth. I don't think opening weekend is.
You don't think the Hood's gonna come back?
You said who?
The Hood. You don't think? I think the Hood's gonna be outside. People our era. People who grew up on scary movies.
Not
nostalgia is a son of a bitch, man.
But see, the thing, I agree with that. But people don't. The reason why they are outside marketing, like this is what they're doing is equivalent to when a company buys a new company and they have to put a sign out that says under new management. They do that because it's like all that old shit is out the window. Y'all try us again because it's under new management. That's what they're doing. they're promoting the movie, obviously because they have to and shit like that. But also they're letting us know we got the movie back, guys. Come out and see it. You get
Yeah,
that?
I mean, and it's been a long break, right? Like it's been a long
But I'm
time.
telling you, they ended on a couple duds where people
For
was
sure.
said,
For sure. 4 and 5 were duds.
this franchise is a money grab, is what people were saying. Like
4 and 5 were duds, big time.
yes.
Big time.
So again, when that happens, it ruins the franchise and it ruins the trust that the consumer is given to go pay for this movie.
Right.
So you have to rebrand and let them know, like, nah, they've already told us those last couple ones was not us. They've already made that clear years ago when they first announced that they was going to do scary movies.
Yeah, they weren't in those movies either.
Yeah, no, they were like, that was not us.
Yeah.
And so my point is that I think opening weekend or whatever this is going to take word of mouth, like us going and then me telling my family, like, nah, that was funny, y'all got to go see it, right? And then that word of mouth travels, and then that's how that impact ends up happening. But
right.
I don't think on opening weekend or anything like that is going to be some grandiose thing.
I wonder how much it costs to make the movie. That's what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been too much.
This one right now?
Yeah.
How much
I don't think it was no like $100 million budget or nothing like that.
to make Scary Movie 6. Okay, so the budget, production. Can y'all see the screen still?
No, we see the oh yeah, no, we can.
Hold on. Okay, let me end that one. All right, y'all can see it now.
Yeah.
All right, so the production budget for Scary Movie 6 has not been officially disclosed by Paramount Pictures or Miramax. Historically, budgets for the franchise have fluctuated between 19 million and 48 million. They spending all that fucking money for all that slop they used to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I don't know if I don't know. They'll definitely release it once the movie's out.
Okay, they got it here. So we can get a gauge on, and you could tell these last few. So the first movie, 19 million. That's in $2,000.
Yeah.
That's a pretty penny. But okay, and we're gonna look up how much they made back at the end of this. So 19 million in 2000, 2001, they start spending that money. 45 million. Scary Movie 3, 48 million, and then 40 million and 20 million.
So they went down.
Yeah, at the end. Hell yeah, they was not about to keep spending that money. How much did Scary Movie's box office? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Okay. So they spent 19 million. They got 278 million. That was worldwide.
Yeah. The thing about that is though too, even because they were in an era where they made so much more money, even on top of that because of like DVDs and shit.
Oh man. But do you mean like the price of these movies? This is
no. I mean that like the actual movie made more than 207. Like that's just what they made in the theaters.
That's what they made in the theaters.
Like that's how movies used to profit so much more money
because of physicals.
Because of physical copies.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, and streams too. I mean, but
physical. Yeah, but that's not even close.
I know it's like we don't even know the metric on what they get.
Don't even know what the fuck that is, especially with nowadays how movies hop from streaming services every month. It's just, I don't know how they even do that.
But they be selling ass.
They definitely do. I'm just saying I don't know what I guarantee it's not a fraction of what.
It is when it was. We need the physicals back.
Yeah, exactly.
Physicals moved units, and because whoever's buying that owns that movie now. I was just telling about that, and that's the problem with streaming. It's like, and you know this. We've had this conversation, but like for you get a whole bunch of vinyls of all the artists that you love. If they come out with an album, it's not just about streaming their album, but you go out and actually buy their album through your physical.
Right, for sure. And I mean, even there's been stuff with streaming movies and shit. There's been a lot of theories of them changing the colors and changing certain scenes, and then that way, like they're saying that, and obviously this is the main theory of just them.
That pisses me off. That thought.
Them the main theory is obviously just them once they own it, then no one else owns the movie, and then they can just they control it, and they just
right, financial purposes and
And they just, if everything shuts down and they just whatever, that's like, nigga, no one has the movie now except the servers and shit. It's like that is kind of just obvious. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just a kind of a crazy thing. It's just
that we given that right away. Yeah.
that we given that right away. Exactly. It's just like, I mean, from how when we was kids, how many I had the hundreds of DVDs and just we had CDs and
What are yours?
exactly. Like I said, it's the same thing how we do with Apple and Spotify. Like tomorrow we could literally wake up and like there could be a bug on Twitter and we'd be like, what's wrong with our Apple Music and shit? And then like they'll be like, the shit's down, and we'd be like, what's going on? It's all cuss. And then like music apps never get back up, including YouTube and everything. And then like on digital, we never have that again. And then out with CDs and then vinyls, everything's skyrocketing in price times 1,000% because everybody wants to know.
You're already behind the 8 ball. You don't have no CDs.
You have no CDs on nothing. Like it just be like that could happen. Like that's not, if that happened, that'd be the craziest thing in our life. Fuck no, that wouldn't be a top 10 craziest thing.
No.
So like it's just that and if that case happened, I wouldn't be that far off.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good. Music only. But music.
Yeah. And that's why I was telling you. I mean, I know Weekly. My old roommate, he collects DVDs. Like
thing is, the DVDs are really cheap.
They're cheap as fuck. It's perfect time to strike because the value of them so low. But we know
are so low, bro. You go them.
This is like
I've done went to those stores, bro. You get DVDs for like $2-3. I've done cops like I have DVDs for like I have all the Harry Potters, I have all the American Pies.
Walmart for 15, 20 years been doing maybe 15 years been doing that in the middle of Walmart, the dollar bin.
Yep.
For a dollar.
Yep, and you can go get and them are the usually weaker movies, but because the Walmart shit was still like new movies like $10-15,
right?
And you can go to like the where I go to my bookstore and everything. They have a crazy collection. Like I said, there'll be like newer movies and they're all like used, but it's like $4, $4, $3, $3, and like you can go in there and get you like 30, 40 classic of your movies and spend $100 and be like, okay, cool. Like I got 40 classics. I move my favorite movies.
The thing is. Like that's how the market always works with anything of value, right? It fluctuates. We're just in the dump stage.
We're in the dump stage,
and so I mean, for somebody
everything comes back.
Exactly. Somebody like you, I know it's already on your radar and stuff like that. But do you plan? This is a hungry review question. Doing like movie halls and getting different movies and.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't know because you know me, man. I'm a collectible guy at my core.
I'll get to you, Zach. Hold on.
So yeah, of course I've thought about like collecting DVDs, but like I've told myself like I gotta chill.
Right.
Like, cause movies is I already have.
We think vinyls and shit. Well, music is endless, but movies is endless.
Yeah. So like right now, obviously, you know how many crazy books I have. I have I'm close to having like a miniature, by definition, a miniature library.
Right.
You have to have 1,000 books to have a library, and I have like 600 books.
Right.
I have over 250 vinyls. So and I have a whole bunch of cards. Do I need to add a movie thing? Because bro, movies, I'll get to 1,000 movies, which is like. So here's the thing I was telling Tyler, when I buy a house, I'm gonna put this is why I want to buy a house so bad. One of the reasons, because I can get, when you buy a house, it's your house. I can do shit to it. Yeah. And I'm gonna get a small theater room.
Right.
And so it'd be dope if I can get my small theater room. And that's probably when I'll start slowly collecting DVDs.
Right.
And
help. You can
decorate. Yeah, I mean, I have like $1,500 in just movie posters alone. How many movie posters do I have? Literally, like almost like 7, like a whole bunch of movie posters alone. So I already have all those. I'm just saying. I guess I've definitely thought about collecting DVDs, but I just told myself I got enough.
Yeah, you don't want to start that.
I don't want to start that because once I start it, it's just gonna be I get ridiculous with certain shit. So.
All right, Zach said, did you see the 60-minute interview with Christopher Nolan? Man, we got to talk about this before you get off. How much longer you got?
I got a little bit. I do want to talk about movies. Quick.
I'm gonna throw that to you. I know what you're gonna say.
Go ahead.
Then Zach said, I still buy CDs and will never stop. Zach is somebody that buys physical. He has physical DVDs.
That's dope.
He listens to CDs at work.
Yeah, that's dope.
I got Austin Powers at Walmart for $9.99, and then he said you should rank certain movies, Hunters, series wise. He does do that.
Yeah, I need to do it more though. I really do.
For sure. Okay, back to this. We'll get to this and then I'll throw it to you on what you need to say. It said, did you see 60-minute interview with Christopher Nolan? All the Odyssey was shot in IMAX. Okay, so I tagged you in something. Have you been seeing Elon like trying to?
I did see what you tagged me in.
No,
Elon's a hater anymore.
He's been doing that for like 2 months straight, bro. Like every day, bro.
If you don't agree with Elon, he just hates.
Bruh.
Like, boy, go on somewhere, dude.
He crazy, bro, because he don't just be hate. He be like dog whistling the white nationalism. He does that white on Twitter. On his page, he'll always say shit like, bruh, he be dog whistling on that shit. And it's kind of scary and it's crazy. But to this, like, you know what his beef is about?
No. Oh, yeah, I do. It's about the actress. Yeah. Which to me is no problem, right? Like, I mean, we've seen. The thing is,
this is the conversation. Go ahead, because this is the conversation.
This is the conversation, right? For me personally, I didn't have a problem the other way. So why would I have a problem this way? And it's not. Here's the real thing. It's not a proven fact.
That's where this is tricky.
This is not a proven fact.
You can say that about a lot of things. But this is definitely a fiction of a story.
Right.
Okay. So historical accuracies don't matter as much.
Right. That's my point.
The last time we dealt with this, guys, was The Little Mermaid and Chloe Bailey and all that shit. And
right.
It's like, okay, that's. But let me get my shit off real quick and then I'll throw it back to you. Where I stand is I see the play. This is a matter of get back. This whole thing that we're in, guys, that I see clear as day, which is the right side and then the left side. You could say black and white, culture or not, but they are doing this tit for tat thing that's going on. And this is the same thing. This just happened with Chloe Bailey and Mermaid. Now Elon's trying to sabotage Christopher Nolan's movie because a black girl playing a character that they don't want to be black. And here's the thing. I'm a little bit opposite of what you said earlier. You said you didn't mind when it was the other way. I did mind. Like I told you, a lot of the problems that a lot of people had with Passion of the Christ was that same thing, right?
Right.
A lot of problems that we've had with movies like Prince of Egypt or Michael Jackson had to do Remember the Time, and he was the first person to illustrate black people in that role.
With historical shit, you should have it right.
Okay.
I agree with that. But with The Little Mermaid, it's like
we got somebody in the room. Go ahead.
But with The Little Mermaid, it's like that's a made up story.
Right.
With this is a fictional story. There's gray area.
Yeah, I agree. And that's where this difference is. Do you think
I'm more mad about the other character.
Real shit.
That's who I'm playing Troy. That's who I'm more mad about.
Real shit. But I was listening, somebody on the radio was saying it, or something I was watching, and they were like, they did a pre-screening of the Odyssey or something already, and they were just like, it was fucking good. Like, this is the same guy. He's never had a movie below like a B+. Like, even if it's not what you know me, because I'm either, like you said, I'm either all or nothing. I'm either like, it has to be a masterpiece or nothing. But like, realistically, even if it's not that, I know it's going to be good.
He's incapable of making a bad movie.
It's not going to happen.
He don't know how to make a bad movie. So
it's just not going to happen. So that made me calm myself down, like, because I was the same way I was just feeling about Scary Movie 6. I kept telling you, like, I don't know about this Odyssey thing. And then more shit kept coming out. Like, then they announced fucking Travis Scott. Like, okay, this is for Hunter. He said, how do you feel about a black actor playing Snap in the new Harry Potter series?
Snape. So at first, I didn't like it at all. Now, this is the reason why. Because two reasons. One reason, we've already seen, like the Odyssey, this is the first time this has been on film. Harry Potter, we've already seen this on 8 films.
It's already been illustrated.
It's already been illustrated, and we've already seen a Snape character. And to that point, he absolutely bodied the role. So he played Snape to the best ability. Two, in the description. So when you're writing a book, certain descriptions matter.
Yes.
Not for every character, because Hermione in the book is like light skin, right? I didn't care about that. Me and Chloe was talking about that beforehand. We both guessed that I bet she'll be light skinned. And because in the book, it doesn't really describe her as a white girl.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Now she's light. Now she's not like light skinned, like she's like damn near light skinned, damn near how Junior will be light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like she's super light skinned.
Fair skin.
Yeah. But still, bushy hair. Now, Snape, his whole aura, his whole character, his whole mood is gothic, short black hair, crooked white nose. It's described like that in the book. So that's his character, right? Playing it, grabbing, I forget his name, but a black guy. At first, I didn't like it at all. Was irritated. Me and Chloe was both irritated. I'm like, why would they do that? After the first week, I'm like, I'm cool with it. He's a good. I know that actor from something else. And he's a good actor. And I'm like, you know what? The hardest thing that I was going to have to do was separate this movies from the TV series.
Yeah, yeah.
And I already did that in my head. So once I did that, if I go in here trying to compare everything, bro, I'm not going to be able to enjoy it.
Snape is described as pale as fuck.
Yeah, he is. That's really what he's described as, pale as fuck. So that's a part, but you just have to understand Snape, and that's a part of his character. So that's why I'm saying, like, some characters don't care. Some characters, if it's a part of them and their ambiance, then it's like, yeah, like you're kind of fucking it up a little bit. But I think that overall it will be good. But the Odyssey, man, I think we're getting a quiet masterpiece.
Yeah, you have gone on record and said that, and I like that. I like that you brought it up again, so I can remember it. You're, and I could definitely see that happening. You're saying it's going to be one of those movies, kind of like Oppenheimer.
A little bit like Oppenheimer. Well, not even like Oppenheimer, because Oppenheimer won Movie of the Year. That won mad Oscars.
Oh, so you're meaning its total reception. Even I thought you meant the people like having to sit with it and then come along. You mean how it's going to be received and awarded and stuff that it won't be, but people will come around on it years later.
Yeah, I don't think that the Odyssey wins Movie of the Year, not like that. It might get nominated just off GP.
It's definitely getting nominated.
Yeah, just because it'll be shot so crazy.
Yeah, it'll be shot so crazy.
So it might just off that, but yeah, I'm not expecting, and it probably will win some Oscars too, right? It could win an editing one, or like Damon might send a fucking blitz as a supporting actor or something like that. And it could win something like that. So, but as far as like Movie of the Year, I don't know. I don't know what will win. There's going to be some good movies coming out. I know right now Project Hail Mary would win.
Really?
Yeah, that's not a hot take. So far?
You think?
Yeah, what else has came out?
Not Best Picture, not something specific. You mean it'll win Movie of the Year?
Yeah, that would have won Movie of the Year.
What is I haven't really seen like how it's done in the box office.
That fucking went crazy. One of the biggest movies in a long time.
So Project Hail Mary has grossed approximately $668 million worldwide, 335 domestically, 333 internationally. Project budget estimate around 190 to 2. Okay. What's the highest grossing movie this year?
That's probably it right now.
You think?
Probably.
Well, I'm trying to think of some movies that came out. Super Mario.
Oh yeah. See, they don't count.
I mean, that just came out. Good God. I was thinking, what about the mic?
No, that only hit like 400 something.
Okay, it'll get there.
It'll get there close. That's what I'm saying. Dune 3, you know how I feel about Dune 3. So that's
Super Mario. Michael's 2 worldwide.
Yeah, that is worldwide as well too. I already told you Dune 3 is what that's winning. That might sweep some shit.
Okay. All right. Well, let me. What was you getting ready to say about speaking of movies of the year and good
Yeah.
movies for this year?
Now, Zach, I know you're on here, but this movie's too scary for you.
He said Dune Part 3 and Odyssey will win Best Picture of the year.
Yeah, Dune 3. Obsession, we should have went.
Should we?
There's no doubt.
I was
We
thinking
should have
about.
went.
I was thinking about going this week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to now, but I was thinking about literally just going because I keep hearing. I mean, I'm
It's
hearing it
every one of them.
word of mouth. I'm hearing it through social media. I'm hearing it from you.
It's literally one of them. Scariest movie I've. It's. I mean,
He said, "Will Mike get Best Picture nomination? Michael Jackson
fuck
won't see
no.
that Oscar stage.
Yeah. It might like Domingo might get like best supporting actor or something like that.
And they'll play that during commercial break.
Yeah. Um. But Obsession, man. Dog? That director, Curry Barker. He's gonna be around.
So I need to keep that name ingrained in my head.
He's gonna be around. He's gonna be around. That's my new movie horror guy. You keep Fat Peel. That you keep you
Not
keep
just
Fat
like
Peel.
the black niche
Yup, yup. I got Curry Barker now. That's my guy.
Yikes.
Yup, I like that man. I'm telling you, bro. The way his shadows he would use, bro, and the way, man, this was a super good creative horror movie. Very original.
Star Wars comes out Friday. Since the fuck when?
Yeah, I knew that. No, I don't move my needle. But and it was actual scary, bro. That's all I can say.
Okay, I
It was,
like that. I love that. I just, me, when I read the plot, I'm not sold on that plot.
and the plot's not the best, right? The plot is the it's not about the plot though. That's the thing. Because I wasn't necessarily sold on the plot either.
I'm with you. If I'm picking up what you're putting down, like there's certain shots that he's doing as a horror director,
Bruh.
the
Bruh.
the
Bruh.
music in the background.
Oh, the sound. Did you see my review for it?
I did.
Bruh. The score is one of the best. The way he used his like the way the screams she would scream at the way he just constructed this shit, bro. And
Yeah.
it sounds like I'm glazing it. It was just if you know how to watch movies, man. I'm watching this. And I'm like, this is a good fucking movie, bro.
Yeah.
And it would be like funny. The tone was perfect. Bruh, I'm telling you, this was one of those. This was literally. It was the best movie I've seen. Best horror movie I've seen, and I mean, bro, I couldn't even tell. Like, I'm not even joking. I couldn't tell you when, bro. It's been years. Like, it's one of those. It's still sat with me. That's why I was telling Shay, I'm like, bro,
I
you
hate, to
got
put you, I hate to put you on the spot here, but I've seen this conversation and I want to get your take. Because a lot of people are saying, well, Sinners isn't a horror movie, so let's not compare it to that genre. But, okay, if you said no, don't make that comparison.
no. As a better movie, Sinners is a better movie.
With everything, all the tricks and gimmicks and whistles.
Right. As a better horror movie, Obsession is 100 times scarier.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like this is your classic horror movie.
And it scratches that.
And if we're keeping it a buck, like this might be a hot take to say, and it sounds crazy, but the girl, the main character, the scary bitch in this, gave a better performance than Michael B. Jordan, who just won Actor of the fucking Year.
Okay.
But like, I mean, that sounds crazy.
It don't.
Because Michael B. Jordan blitzed that role and he just won Actor of the fucking Year and I loved it. But that's just because like everything that role entitled for and everything. This girl, man, I've been telling everybody to watch this movie because it's
pound for pound. Her pound for pound, like fuck all. Okay. Zach said after seeing your review for Dead Zone, Hunter, I need to watch a bunch of Stephen King adapted movies.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like Dead Zone. It's nowhere near as much as the book. The movie was kind of mid to me, but yeah, Stefan, the Obsession, man. That girl, she's also going to be around for a while. That performance was like up there. It was up there with who's another. It's up there with like the girl from Us. It's up there front with
Are we thinking of just girls or
no, it's up
oh,
there with Get Out
we're talking
performance.
about scary
It's
movie girls? Okay.
except she's the scary bitch.
What about Hereditary?
It's yeah. That's who people are comparing her to. That's what I was about to say. I don't know if you really fucked with her performance, Tori. I loved her performance, but that's who everybody's comparing her to right there. Her and her Hereditary. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I'm
watch.
telling you, bruh.
You're
She could.
saying, you're saying that I like Doctor Sleep. I did like Doctor Sleep.
I haven't seen or read Doctor Sleep.
I like that, but I'm a big fan of The Shining too. So you're telling me though to go to the movies, don't wait to pirate it.
Go to the movies, bruh. This is one of those horror movies where they don't make them like this. Go see this in the theater, bruh.
Obsession sounds like a cool plot. I'll check it
Because
out.
you know how horror movies and shit, it's not gonna hit the same if you're watching at home. But go watch this in the theater with someone, bruh, and you're gonna get. It's just gonna enhance that experience way better, bruh. But like I was telling Shane, like I go to the theater a lot, and I go to the thing, and I don't get this feeling with movies all like that.
Oh, for sure. That's why I trust your judgment.
Yeah,
Because that's what I be looking for, and that's what I be telling people. That's when I know something's either a class.
it's gonna be one of those horror movies that we're gonna be thinking in a couple years. It's gonna be like. That's gonna be Curry Barker's first movie. It reminds me of obviously a way lower dimension because they don't have the culture and like all that. But like as far as like greatness level of film and like first film, Jordan Peele's Get Out. How that was like his first movie. It was like a great film, and now everybody was looking for its follow up and all that.
And am I wrong in saying that they've alluded to that being like a series or like in there something on the Death Wish that this could be like a part 2 for sure?
Well, not part two, because he already filmed. He already filmed his second movie, and that's why I love. He already filmed it. But he said that he might do the idea of a TV series and do like each episode a different wish.
I see.
So that could be super dope.
And
And so you know how the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is getting adapted into the A24 show.
Yep.
He's directing it.
He's doing it right.
He's doing it. So like now I'm super excited for that because I was already glad for that. I was already excited that we got a show A24. I was already optimistic about that. And now him doing it, I'm like, man.
This is gonna be a blitz. Okay. And
Yep.
you're saying okay, I'm gonna go fuck with it. I'm gonna fuck with it. And because I'm not mad at a real horror or any horror of quality. But I mean I'll be real, the last year now they've been blitzing in horrors.
Yeah, this is a different horror though, because like even what we got, it was because Weapons like came out last year, and I liked Weapons a lot.
Yeah.
I really liked Weapons, and people are kind of.
I know there's like revisionist history now. People are saying Weapons was whack, and I'm like, no, it wasn't.
No, it was not.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't whack.
Weapons was really good. Yeah. I thought so. I'll say that this movie, in comparisons as far as scary to me, it's not even close as far as all the movies.
Right. Did you jump once? Like,
I jumped a few times, and it's more than jump scares, bro. It's like actual like scary shit. Like I said, she'll be in like a dark corner, and like she'll come out with like super devilish, like just start talking shit, but like deep poetry shit, and like just deep. It's just I don't know, bruh. Or she'll just like randomly like scream out of nowhere, and just it's just scary.
Was
man.
she like possessed?
So the idea of the movie is he wishes he has this crush on this bitch, and he gets this like one wish wallow is what it's called, and he wishes that
the girl would be.
He thought that she would love him more than anything.
Yeah, Timmy Turner type shit.
Right. And so she comes out, and the what it does is like it like removes her from the body, and like some type of demon takes over her body.
An obsessive demon
type deal, to where that's the wish. So now she's just like super obsessed with him. And
is it like Alchemy?
The
seances and
No, not seances and shit, but it's more like Talk to Me than Sinners. Like it's more of like that vibe of horror movie.
What's
But
your
Talk to
number,
Me really wasn't scary to me either. Like
what's
the
your number one horror movie of all time?
I don't even know.
Okay, but
I mean, like,
it's damn sure not Mike.
I was about to say. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what my number one horror movie is. I'd have to like really think about it and get a list. But like Halloween would be up there. Maybe probably somewhere in my top five.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't really. I couldn't even tell you that.
And then, are we excited for the Steven Spielberg movie? Zach asked.
Yeah.
He said Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan. Okay.
Yeah. Disclosure Day comes out, and thing is, it's kind of salty because it comes out the weekend that um we'll be at Nashville, so we'll have to go like when we get back the weekend after.
I didn't even know that. Huh.
Yeah, I just saw it. It comes out. We're it comes out like the
Yeah.
12th or something that same weekend. So
And scary movies like what, the week before that?
yeah, so we'll go see that one. That comes out in 2 weeks or
A couple weeks, yeah, 2 weeks, 2 3 weeks.
yeah. I'm excited for that. That'll be no matter what, it'll be funny. We'll all go.
Oh, for sure, that one would be a classic.
Yeah, it'll be no matter what, it'll be funny. So
All right. Any closing remarks? You still got time or?
yeah, I got a little bit.
Okay. Let's see what's next on the docket. We talked about any words? Damn, I really wanted to transition into the roast me. We kind of talked about it with Damon Wayans and Marlon Wayans because you want people to just leave it alone and let comedy be comedy.
Yeah, I don't. You know me, man. I don't. I'll let yeah, exactly what you said. I kind of let comedy be comedy, man. I don't.
How do you feel about the whole thing going on with George Floyd's family, them coming out, Kevin Hart, like, and was it distasteful? Is there a line? Does the Charlie Kirk joke fit in that line?
I mean, that's what I was about to say. Like, I don't think. I think the joke was OD. I think the Charlie Kirk joke was OD. I think that there's mad jokes that are OD, but that doesn't mean that like, and like maybe distasteful, but like, isn't that like,
The point sometimes.
yeah, like I mean, I'm the wrong guy to ask because, like I said, you know me, man. I make crazy jokes all the time within our group chat, and that would get me canceled if I made on the street. And I mean, I have to do it with people that know my intentions. So, like, if I said that stuff how they was saying it, I would be canceled, and I'd be called every name in the book.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get like I was watching Shane Gillis's new podcast, and he was just saying like it's just so funny, bro, because he was just explaining how he had to talk about Cheryl's dead husband, and he was saying how she came up and was calling him racist and all that stuff, and everything, blah blah. He was just like, right, how when he was making racist jokes, and he was saying how like the writers wrote them for him, and he was like, it's the saddest thing when you like. You know, when you have to say a racist joke and look at an old black lady, he's like, "I promise I don't mean it. They're making me say it, lady. Like I promise I don't mean. I know I look just like I was like I mean it, but I promise I don't. Like
And Zach set the record straight. Zach said, I don't think we should make jokes about people who are dead, period. But that's just me. Real shit. Okay, then, Zach, draw a line.
yeah, see, I do, and
I here's my thing. I joked about this to our chat. I said, I think people are always saying one or the other. I think that both sides need to acknowledge, I think that there's a time period. There's a grace period.
and maybe and like I mean, there's a few jokes that I mean, call me a hypocrite, call it what you want. There's a few jokes that I still don't really like, right? Like I don't really like, yeah, I don't like false. When people put the worst thing you can put on somebody and it's a lie, I don't like. That's not a joke.
Now we're talking about Kendrick Combs drinking pedophile. Got it.
No, I mean, I mean, yeah, I mean, that didn't really move my needle, but Yeah, I guess that could apply, but I guess that didn't really. Yeah, that don't really count to me. But I'm more talking about like, and you can. I mean, someone could argue, and maybe they have a point that the two people I'm talking about is like, oh, well, them are your guys, as far as like Michael Jackson. But it's like to me, it's like that's not funny. You calling him, or even when people like Kobe's a rapist. It's like,
Making
yeah,
people
but
bracket that putting slander on somebody is different than telling a joke.
right. And putting the worst type of slander.
Right.
Because a little bit of slander is fun.
I love slander.
I love slander. Putting the worst type of slander, a man raping someone, a man raping kids, like there's no like that. There's nothing funny about that.
Oh, okay. Are we talking about the comedians that did it, or the people, or not the people that did it, but it being done?
But all the above.
Comedians. I think it. I don't think that when the comedians was joking about, I never was really truly offended. It was too much.
Yeah.
It was too much of a shoe in. We used to laugh at it on Scary Movie and shit like that. Him being under the bed saying with white powder face saying he like.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that then Michael Jackson stuff to me, they got so played out to where like they didn't even.
I agree with that.
I don't remember ever. I'm sure I have.
It was when 2004, 2005, 6, 7. It was such low hanging fruit. That was the low hanging fruit joke.
Right. Yeah, it was by far, and I'm saying, like I said, I'm sure I have laughed at a Michael Jackson joke when I was a kid, but I don't. It just wasn't funny to me. Then, not even just because of
Well, you laughed at that damn TMZ picture that scarred us.
that. I wasn't laughing. Like, I was scared. That was something totally different. So I was literally terrified, waking up in the middle of the night seeing his face.
Oh, okay, I'm sleeping. Look, I'm sleeping with the TV off tonight.
Yeah, yeah, I felt better with the TV off. So, but 99.9% of jokes are on table for me. And the thing is, the jokes are on the table that way on like my end as well.
Yeah, I would say you're not super offended. You're not offended. Not even. I shouldn't even say super offended. You're not offended ever.
There ain't nothing on.
He said, "Excuse me." Yeah, T Crow in the chat.
There ain't nothing. Like Terry's can make fun of me for about anything. Y'all can make.
There's lines.
But with me,
Okay.
like like not with me, not really. Make fun of me with about anything.
Right.
So I mean, there's nothing you can. I hate when people spell Michael like that. But that's the.
Here's Zach's Michael Jackson joke. He said, "Here's one. Michael Jackson is the only person to be born a black man and die a white woman." That's the only MJ joke I do. Really?
Mhm.
A white woman, really?
But yeah, so to answer your question on comedy, man, I'm kind of just the joke was OD and the joke did make me laugh. When I heard I'm like, yikes.
No, it did make us laugh.
At official bond at 1.25 million. Based on the fact,
Hunter. Hold on. You see his eyes open right here?
He was crushed, bro. That guy, he said.
million.
Now it's pray time?
Based
Right.
on the fact that how many
No,
people
that's
in
a
the
deep breath
courtyard
one
were
time.
at the courthouse.
Yeah, that's a deep.
That's deep breath time. He heard 1.25 million. That's that's no way time.
I love that for you, Chud. I love that for you, Chud. I love that for you.
Yeah, that's crucial for you, Chad.
He said, "Oh, please, I treat others the way I want treated." I love when he calls you a tyrant. But yeah, so we got Chud the Builder. Is that his nickname?
I think something like that. Chud. I know it's Chud.
Chud the Builder. And the thing he said he's so crushed. You just never fucking know anymore what's literally a psyop or not anymore. Like now, you want to know what I'm reading about this whole situation? Now there's like reports out there that he's reached out to Aiden Ross and Nick Fuente, like all these white ring, like nationalist people are coming out on their podcast saying, no, that didn't happen, or we denied the request. So it's like they're trying to. I think he came up. Don't you just need 10% for the bail? I think you might just need 10%.
Yeah, that's all you need.
You need 10%.
He just needs 125 racks.
He's 125 racks. We've seen this before too.
No,
Like,
he'll get that. I think that he already has something like that close to donations.
yeah,
He'll
and
get bailed out.
this is how I'm telling you. This is how that other side of the
So,
country.
so did the dude die?
No, the dude never died.
Okay, so he did. It was just attempted murder, right?
It was attempted murder.
Right.
And
I love that for you, Chad.
I love-
You shot yourself, Chad. Now you're attempted, Chad. I love that for you, Chad.
Watch yourself.
Chad,
Chad. It was so quick. It was so
because Chad, you thought that you was like, sir, you was like having your right,
fast.
and Chad, I love that for you, man.
See, if he would have just left it alone and been racist when need be, it expands that lifespan of that happening. You know,
Oh, for a long time.
You get caught in your 80s.
You get caught, or it might be in your 50s or 60s, and then you get punched in the. Yeah, he was he was like forcing it all the time.
Yep.
I bet there's people like Jake who like Chud.
You gotta let me know, dog.
I need to call. I'm gonna text him. Be like,
He don't. He's not on that side of the fence. There's no way.
That he might be on like that free speech, like maybe not like Chud, but like he might like.
There's been Andrew Tate, his brother, the other Tate.
Yeah.
There's people on that side that was like, there's who's our guy? Not Dan Brazilian, but the other guy. That's Jake Shields.
Oh yeah.
Jake Shields is like, he thinks it's a Charlie Kirk situation. He said they reached out to him for donations. He said absolutely not. Fuck out of here. But then he said he talked to them or something, and they said that the people that he talked to said that he's been given a bad rap and taken out of context. So Jake Shields said he's gone and watched all the videos in full context, and the guy's actually not trolling black people. He's not antagonizing it. He's a victim like Charlie Kirk was a victim. That's what he's saying.
Impossibility. I've seen maybe 10 videos of this guy. Impossibility. This is not the same as Charlie Kirk. I don't need to watch full videos of anything. Charlie Kirk was a guy who was going to around college schools and arguing, even if he had a couple things that took out of context of racist or Republican views.
The N-word behind the door, anyway.
Dog, Chud was. I saw multiple videos of this guy Chud going up to people for no reason, just being blatantly calling them the N-word for no reason, multiple times, saying do something. You're not going to do anything. Just literally.
So he said, y'all need to dive into the DV4, dude. This Chud nigga so whack. He's so much more interesting. All right.
Yeah, but David's so low budget. That's the thing. David has did all of this stuff, killed his girlfriend, been a singer, did all this, chopped her head off, everything. He still can't make a headline.
It just never would. That for some reason, that whole story, not the story, like I got some conspiracy. The
story's crazy.
It's definitely crazy, but it just don't resonate with me.
Me neither, and it usually would. Because
I don't even feel like being that disgusting, going down that wormhole and being that irritated at that dude to doing that to that little girl. I don't even feel like it. So I
haven't even read up on it at all.
I blank that whole chopped your head off girlfriend 14-year-old shit out my head because it's like, nigga, what the fuck? I'm not into the whole the shit y'all are in, that 50 Shades of Grey, love twisted fantasy kill shit. Nah, that ain't my shit. What is that called? What is that called? Toxic bond or trauma?
Love crime.
Love crime, all that shit. A toxic fatality, yeah, whatever that's called. Fatal attraction.
Yeah, I'm trust me, I'm not in that either.
That's kind of that movie you was talking about. That's Obsession, nigga. Like that's
but this is it is, but this is not what that was supposed to be. That's the thing. That's not what that guy wanted. He just had a crush on a girl, didn't like him, and he just wanted her to love him, and then he got.
All right.
That's what that was.
But Chud, you're fucking toast. That's what we know.
Chud's done, and that's what
like you said. They're going to get the donations. He's going to be back out trolling like Tekashi 6ix9ine. And I
don't think so. You think he'll be right back on the streets? I think he's done. I think he's done. Look at his face. He's done.
I think he. You want to know what I genuinely think?
What?
He starts screaming or podcasting.
Oh yeah, but he's off the streets.
He's off the. He ain't gonna do exactly what he was doing. He gonna try to do it, and he gonna get his shit off.
Yeah, he'll start podcasting or something. Yeah,
talk shit there.
Yeah. That's what I'll do.
And it's
Yeah,
gonna be like,
yeah, I can see that.
another one of these fuckers got away. I'm just telling you, Terrence. See. What else, man? Y'all done came to the party fucking so late. What else? Okay, then, Pop. Anything that you gotta, anything you could think of that you gotta get off? I know Zach wants me to talk about this one topic that y'all don't give a fuck about. Damn, I can't find anything else. Go ahead.
I don't think so.
Okay, I got one for you. Hold on. Let's see what the House is talking about. Listen to this.
Well, look, the salary of Congress has been frozen since 2009. When you adjust for inflation, a member of Congress today is making 31% less than they made in that year. It goes down every year. And over time, if you stay on this trajectory, you're going to have less qualified people who are willing to make the extreme sacrifice to run for Congress. I mean, it's just people just make a reasonable decision as a family on whether or not they can come and move to Washington, have a residence here, residence at home, and do all the things that are required. So the counter argument is, and I have some sympathy. Look, at least let them engage in some stock trading so that they can continue to take care of their family. Well, look,
So that was Speaker of the House Mike Johnson saying basically, because there's been a lot of backlash. I've covered it on here too. Hold on, what Shane said? You should, Sincere Massey, put it on the side. He's a singer. If this was normal, non-low budget person, it'd be crazy as fuck. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the whole story is fucking crazy. It's built out of the Casey Anthony wheelhouse. I mean, it's just nutty shit. But anyways, Mike Johnson is basically saying that they should be allowed to do insider trading, which is illegal, because their salary, everybody knows, they all get paid $174,000, and he says that that's not enough, and it hasn't increased for that period of time, which is basically it's gone up, inflation 31% since that time, and their wages have stayed the same. So with that being said, they should be allowed to insider trade.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. Isn't that fucking wrong?
Right.
If we got up there and said the same numbers about federal minimum wage or median wage that you brought up, did you bring that up on stream, or was that when we was
Nah.
That was in the game, right? Or in person?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you brought up a good point. And a lot of people have talked about this for a long time, that they're trying to get rid of the middle class. And your point was that it doesn't really affect. I mean, minimum wage has gone up with inflation. Not much. It's still not matching, but it has gone up. But medium wage, these middle class people, the middle of the road people that make too much to really be able to get on government assistance, but don't make enough to get on it.
Right. They're the fucked ones.
They're the fucked ones. So hold on, I'm getting way too many comments now. So it's raw. All these motherfuckers are doing insider trading, which is the craziest shit of all time. Are you on Kalshi yet?
I mean, I have an account, but I don't be using it now.
What's your not opinion on actual Kalshi, you using it, but the fact that these people bet on, literally gamble on the weather?
Oh, literally anything. Yeah, I mean, it is crazy. Now, them odds be, so fucking crazy to where it's not as easy as you think. You see them. I haven't gone on there and looked at certain shit.
That. Go ahead.
It's not as easy as you think to where it's it's just like tomorrow you look at the weather and it's 63 and you're gambling. It's it's $100. I bet $100 to see if it's over 63 or $100 under. It's not like that. It's more like, I can bet $1,000 if it's over 63 and I'll make 100. It is crazy the fact that you can bet on anything now. Just that right now, the fact that you can go in there and there's literally every category for the most silliest shit.
That's where the craziness lies.
Yeah, it's just what? Y'all are just fucking crazy.
And all that shit will be fixed over time or not. I think the problem is, and what you got to look at is exactly what you said, that he's pushing for publicly being able to trade for government officials and people in Congress and shit to be able to trade on Kalshi or do insider trading or anything like that. That in and of itself is nuts. But my other point to that is when you got a site like that is making people gamble or bet on different everything, like you said, what do you think happens to what happened with Vegas in sports and in Vegas and that whole idea of gambling against Vegas? What is the common theme?
Yeah, I mean it's rigged.
And that it's rigged because Vegas, the house never what.
Right, that shit ain't losing. They're gonna profit.
So with that being said, like when we're gambling on the weather, when we're gambling on politicians and different things like that, guys, this is why that's a slippery slope, because it's like anywhere fucking money is, y'all, it's going to be controlled. It's just that simple. So I think a lot of people's problem is like me bringing up Kalshi was just to highlight the fact that these Kalshi is one separate thing, but they're also insider trading. Our government officials be trying to insider trade. It's fucking insane that he's able to get up there and lobby for that idea when it's like that's always been a number one no in Washington. Like, no, we're not going to have people that sign bills and vote for bills and shit to pass to be able to vote on shit or same shit with the World Trade Center and him taking out stock, and putting insurance plan, all that corruption right here in Washington.
Yep.
It's really crazy. Stephen A. Smith had a whack ass analogy today. He talked about, and God, please tell them we do not want him in office
At all.
bruh. But he talked about how this moment changed his life. I can't tell, but he said years ago or some time ago, he two politicians, he walked into a restaurant and they were going at it super fucking crazy to where you thought security guards was going to need to be called. He said then he's seen them same two politicians I'm sorry, he said that they were going at it publicly, like on TV and shit like that. Then he said he's seen them weeks later or something at dinner laughing about it, saying we really got these people fooled and all this shit like that. And he said that changed his whole thought process on politics and everything a long time ago. I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that. I really don't remember where I was going with that.
We don't. I don't even want to talk about Stephen A. Smith and politics in the same fucking breath. He needs to fucking stop.
I cannot believe the timeline we exist in,
bruh. Like he needs to fucking stop. Like period. I don't know what he's doing, bruh.
He's ruining it. Jaylen Brown told him to turn his fucking mic off and shit.
I saw that.
And Stephen A. Fake went in on him. Kendrick Perkins went in on him. ESPN is a shit show. First Take is fucking horrible anymore.
Yeah.
It's just literally a gossip, like a narrative fucking machine. I just watched the clip before me and you got on here of Jalen Rose and like Nancy Lieberman, I think, on ESPN or SportsCenter breaking down their top 3 clutch players of the NBA. It was like back in 2008 or something. But again, I've said this before here. They when they were talking, they start talking basketball. They were talking literal basketball.
Which is another reason to the point to point back to the beginning of the podcast of why. I mean, that's just another one of the 10 reasons of why I don't think basketball will be the same, because that's just the narrative in the media around the basketball has went to absolute dumpster fire. Like now the media narrative stuff isn't the best in football either. But at the end of the day, like what they're putting on the field is so much better, and the star power they have is so much better, and the league is ran so much better. So,
yeah, and I mean, that's a whole topic for another day. It really is, because like I keep saying, Adam Silver, you have fun pricing out your true fans and then relying on these international superstars. Now everybody made it a big deal last week that we haven't had an MVP, an American-born MVP, since 2018. I'm like, yeah, duh, we've been saying that to y'all. Me and Hunter, and we've been saying that since it started. That they were trying. First, they tried to give it to Antetokounmpo, and I'm like, well, they can't. No one can pronounce his fucking name.
I'm so glad that he's done though.
Like they've been doing this 1-2 year run with all these different international people. It don't matter. You need somebody from the fucking States. He said, any closing remarks?
No. I'm so glad Giannis is done.
Giannis is fucking done. Giannis is done, but now we got to deal with Wembanyama. Jokic,
I'm all right with that, to be honest.
Jokic is done too. That's hate. Now that's hate.
No, it ain't.
That's fucking hate.
No, I don't like people who can't shoot. Period.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't like the way he played the game.
You made that clear a long time ago. That's real
I
shit.
made that clear a long time ago. My
Like,
stance
yo, if
hasn't
you can't
changed.
shoot and you're playing basketball. I don't like you.
If you think
It
you're
was
good
me.
at basketball
It was
and
me.
you can't shoot a jump shot,
You fucked with Rondo. Don't hate.
nah, yeah, I don't give a fuck what you can do, guy. You build it, you shoot the ball, guy.
You fucked with Rondo though. Don't hate.
But not he was not like I
He was
mean
never your guy.
he was like a point guard and he was not my guy exactly. Yeah, he was like a never one option. He was never the best in the league. He was never like never that. If people start saying Ronald's the best in the league, I would have said he can't fucking shoot. What are you talking about?
Literally.
The fuck are
Hey,
you
you
talking
trying to
about?
say Giannis is like the nigga that can't fucking shoot.
Yeah, they were saying he's the best in the league. He won a finals, an MVP, and the defensive player of the year. And we're all like,
They tried that shit. He was the first player since Hakeem Olajuwon. It's like we don't care.
yeah. So that's all I'm saying. But yeah, and then Embiid flop. Joker's done.
Jokic is done. It's literally Wemby's time. I'm salty. I'm not salty because, like you said at the top, if I shouldn't like the Spurs being a Lakers fan, but I like that there's still an organization that stuck around and Pop is still involved.
This Thunder will.
You've been seeing Manu, Tim, and they've been at
Nah,
the
nope, that's turned though.
bro. They be there all the time.
I do think Thunder will beat them in this series, and then next year Wemby will get hurt, and it'll be one of them things where it's like
Almost
Wemby was blitzing in the playoffs last year, and where that we what could have had, or maybe Wemby gets hurt next game or something, or like
you know what I texted you.
yeah, like something like that, and it's like oh Wemby was going crazy.
That's what I meant when I texted that. I just didn't want to say that.
Yeah, so I mean I don't know. I don't see I don't see Wemby the Spurs winning a championship this year. But I mean
I'll
I've been
throw this
wrong
out
before.
I think this is Wemby's second year, second year. And you know what's going to irritate me more than all this, where I'm really going to know the simulating?
What?
Who did Duncan face in the NBA Finals in his second year in 1999?
Did he face Ewing?
Yep. And what team is that?
The Knicks.
That won't make me happy if we get that again. I'm telling you.
Bruh.
I'm telling you it won't. But Duncan, watch that seat, man. Wemby's coming. I ain't gonna lie. 43 and 24 was crazy yesterday. I watched it. It was again my problem. Well, my problem with the NBA is a lot. It's the players too, but a lot of it is like me and Hunter watched this at the top of the show, y'all. Y'all missed it, but it's just again the ambiance of the NBA is just a fucking mess. You know what I mean? Like, where can I find it again? It just don't look good. Like it looks like to me it looks like
Mr. Chaos makes it happen.
Just looks. About it.
Like some crumble cookies.
Yeah, like crumble cookie. All right. Well, anything else about your show and your book talk?
Yep. Book with Bros, man. The homie review always.
Tap in,
All
y'all. That's new reviews on the channel. Go see Obsession. That's through word of mouth from the homie review himself. He highly recommend, and it passed the homie review, right?
Oh, for sure. I think I give it a 9 out of 10, which is crazy for a scary movie. That's definitely one of them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Everybody go see Obsession. Peace out.
Yes, sir.
All right. Zach, I'm still in here. I got 20 more minutes. Go ahead and announce what Thomas Massey was doing. Go ahead. I got it on screen. I got a video, matter of fact. Go ahead and blitz Thomas Massey.
RJC,
Thomas
AIPAC, Miriam
Massey.
Adelson, and Paul Singer.
Oh, you still
They're all
on?
part of the Israeli lobby, and that's where all the money comes from. And it will.
Hold on. Let me set the stage. Thomas Massey is probably having the most historic year. I know it's Disney. I know I'm into politics. I know I watch it like wrestling. But for people out there that don't know, he's having I don't want to say Jeremy Lin year, but he's having a ridiculous year. This is the guy that forced the release of the Epstein files. He's from Kentucky. He's fighting the AIPAC lobby single-handedly. He's been literally fighting tooth and nail. He's been cussing Trump. He's been going crazy this year. So what AIPAC did, they threw $35 million into his opponent in Kentucky into a a race in Kentucky, which has never been heard of before. And he still seems like he has come out on top, I think, with 74% of the vote. So shout out to everybody in Kentucky getting out to them polls and voting for Thomas Massie, who is to represent that union. Go ahead.
Well, the RJC, AIPAC, and Miriam Adelson and Paul Singer, they're all
Miriam
part of the
Adelson, I
Israeli
got you.
lobby,
Watch
and
your
that's
back.
where all the money comes from. And it will be a referendum on foreign policy, whether Israel gets to dictate that by, bullying members of Congress. And I'm the one they haven't been able to bully, so they're putting all the brunt and the force on me. But you can tell that I'm ahead in the polls and they're desperate. That's why they're sending the Secretary of War to my district tomorrow. That's why the president's losing sleep and tweeting about this. That's why AIPAC has dumped another $3 million into my race this weekend. It's because they're panicked and they really haven't been able to gain a lead in this race.
You say the president is desperate, but he's got a pretty good record of defeating people he wants to target in Republican primaries. We saw Bill Cassidy yesterday. We saw what happened in Indiana. How are you going to be able to overcome the president's opposition?
Oh, hold on, Zach.
Well, I have the endorsement of the right.
That's what you were saying. Hold on, let me get an update. Whoa. You said Thomas Massie is out? You said Thomas Massie is out? Garland won 54%. That's rigged. That's crazy. This is going to get contested. This is going to be a whole fight. Kentucky's about to be the start of a whole civil war, y'all. Kentucky's about to be a whole start. Let me stop sharing. I didn't know. Let me really see. What happened? Thomas Massie, no way. Hold on, I'm going to have to look it up, Zach. Damn, I'm going to have to look it up. Where you at, Zach? All right. All right, breaking. Representative Thomas Massie has been ousted from Congress after losing Kentucky's, oh my God, Republican primary to Trump-endorsed challenger Ed Gowron. Yikes. Get him out of here. He's fired. Yikes. That is no good. That is not good news, guys. That is not good news at all. Yikes. This is going to be a problem. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a big problem. It's going to get contested. This is going to be a big, big problem. This ain't going to be the last. The only other thing I can see Thomas Massie doing is just going independent, taking the Tucker Carlson route, taking the Candace Owens route. Just getting, he can not necessarily get out of politics. I mean, he's been ousted, but he can use his platform. He can get his own platform and use his platform to spread awareness and voices. But looks like Trump said, pack your bags. You're out of here. You're out of here. Damn, is that thunder? Oh, shit, y'all. It's going down outside. Wow. Yeah, it looks like he's out. That is breaking news. I did not know that. I thought that he won. But I mean, like I said, they spent lots and lots of millions of dollars. I mean, unprecedented amount of money to unseat him. And that's through AIPAC lobbies and stuff like that. And Thomas Massie is out. So the Epstein list and all that shit that he was up there fighting for, no. He said Thomas Massie will run for president in 2028. Or he could start a podcast. He's definitely going to start a podcast. And here's my prediction, Zach. I'm with you. He's going to run for president. And his vice, he's going to run with Joe Kent. Him and Joe Kent. Did y'all see what happened to Tulsi Gabbard? Shit is going down. We still also got, I might have to come back later this week on Thursday because I don't got any time today. But I want to do the whole PSYOP that's going on with the disclosure of the UFO files and shit like that, because that's hanging over this whole thing. And there's a lot of this shit going on, but I can see Thomas Massie. He's definitely going to start a podcast. Or he's going to start going on those right-wing podcasts. He's going to go on Tucker Carlson. He's going to do all that first. Then he'll eventually probably start his own. And we'll see if he's able to garner up enough support to run in 2028. we'll see. But this is not going nowhere. Thomas Massey's not going nowhere. Damn. So he got punished for the Epstein files. He's ousted. He's out of the house. Yikes. Let me see here. See if there's anything on the timeline I can see. Yikes.
We have a Fox News alert. Thomas Massey trailing Ed Galrine, the Kentucky House primary, by 8%. But now we're just getting a call in. Ed Galrine has defeated incumbent Thomas Massey after Donald Trump endorsed Galrine and a huge amount of money spent on this race. We're going to go right to Doug Schoen. Doug, I think we all knew this was coming. When Donald Trump gets involved in one of these races, how rare is it for a Trump foe to win?
Yikes. Let me go back to yikes. That's bad news. Bad news bears, Mr. Massey. Bad news bears. I can see her. I can see Bongino has already endorsed Hegseth should he run in 2028. They're not going to move a needle. Neither of them. MTJ, Mayor Taylor Greene has endorsed Tucker should he run for president. Tucker's the big fish. He's the big problem in that space. He's definitely the big problem. So we'll see. I can see a Thomas Massey, Tucker Carlson thing too going on. Let me see what this is.
Voting for me, support President Trump like I do. And so what the endorsements that I've gotten are from the pro-life groups, the pro-Second Amendment groups, because my opponent, he won't debate, he won't fill out the forms to say where he is on abortion, where he is on gun control. And so I've also got the local elected leaders and the state reps endorsing me. I've got U.S. reps from Congress coming to my district and campaigning with me because I'm the conservative and I'm running against an AI candidate without the I. He's created AI ads. He does his social media posts with AI, and he hasn't been to a single debate. He skipped all 8 of them.
Bro, I'm dead. Yeah. That's real shit. Talk that shit to Thomas Massey, but you lost. The nigga lost. So that's over. He said, I never care for Tucker. He's a grifter. He's another grifter. Might be a CIA agent. Who knows? That pretty much ends it, bro. It's throwing down. I haven't eaten all day. I got to get some food. I'm sorry. Got to figure out what I'm going to eat. I should be back Thursday. For those of you out there, I did cover, it's been a busy week, with the release of Iceman and Drake back on these streets. All the shit going on in the news, all the shit going on in politics, all the shit going on in the culture, just all these different avenues happening. So I should be back Thursday. I already covered the Iceman review. Y'all can go back and watch that. I did that Monday. If y'all don't like my score, suck my dick. I didn't really give it a score, but I kind of talked about kind of the album and some of the crux of it. Today, we talked about a lot. I got in a lot of movie talk with the Hummy review. It's always a pleasure to have him on, side kicking with me. Shane, we need you on too. Maybe on the Thursday stream. Y'all clear your schedule Thursday because I got to talk about this disclosure a little bit more in detail and kind of get your guys' opinion. But then I also want to get an update on what's going on over in the Middle East. That story has suddenly disappeared from the ethos as well. And I think I want to talk about the economy and shit too as well. We could talk about more. He said another important primary next Tuesday is Texas. Yeah, certainly. Shane, yeah, it definitely is. We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. So a lot of the house can be flipped. A lot of shit can change with these primaries going on right now. But we'll see. We'll see what the after effects is. We'll see what we'll have to see what Thomas Massey has up his sleeve. Like I said, I don't think that this will be the last. Again, coming back on Thursday, we're definitely going to cover disclosure. We definitely got to talk Trump. What's going on with Elon? What the fuck is really going on with Elon? You got I really, really, really want to spend some time talking about the rise of these data centers. You guys was hearing it here first on yours truly. Lord of LIVESTREAM was telling you guys last year that they were coming to shores near you. And as you guys see, I'll be posting the QR code and the link to from Conserve, Ohio. Shout out to my girl out there going block to block with flyers and petitions trying to get these data centers that are slated to come to Springfield, Ohio, trying to get those stopped. So we'll do that. And again, let me see. I might have this there. So you can also contact your local representative or District 12 or there's District 6. Contact your local representative and let them know how you feel about the rise in these AI data centers. And if we can get at least a moratorium passed, I said that wrong, to pause the building and the infrastructure coming to a town near you until we can get some education and understanding on the environmental effects and all the other costly effects that these data centers may have, like raising my fucking utility bills. I know it just sounds like old head talk, but no, real shit. There's water shortages. They're talking about utility bills going up by 10x in some places. This will affect you guys. So telling you guys, we'll get that QR code posted on here and you guys can sign the legislation and the petition to stop AI data centers. We'll talk more about this all on Thursday. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is your host here, Lord of Licks, signing out.